Good morning, my friends. My name is Melissa from Melissa's Struggling Walk with Jesus. It is Saturday, June 6, 2026 at 9:41 a.m. I am here using the Amplified Holy Bible, the Navigator's Bible Reading Plan. I am working out of month 10 in the Old Testament in the book of Ecclesiastes, and in this video I'll be reading chapter 7. The title is Wisdom and Folly Contrasted. In verse 1, a good name is better than precious perfume, and the day of one's death better than the day of one's birth. 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that day of death is the end of every man, and the living will take it to heart and solemnly ponder its meaning. 3. Sorrow is better than laughter. For when a face is sad and deep in thought, the heart may be happy because it is growing in wisdom. Check out 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10. Verse 4. The heart of the wise learns when it is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is senseless in the house of pleasure. 5. It is better to listen to the rebuke of the wise man and pursue wisdom than for one to listen to the song of fools and pursue stupidity. 6. For like the crackling of burning thorn bushes under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. And this too is vanity, futility. 7. For a pressure makes a wise man foolish, and a bribe corrupts the good judgment of the heart. 8. The end of a matter is better than its beginning. Patience of spirit is better than haughtiness of spirit, which is pride. 9. Do not be eager in your heart to be angry, for anger dwells in the heart of fools. Check out James chapter 1, verses 19 and 20. Verse 10. Do not say, why were the old days better than these? For it is not from wisdom that you ask about this. 11. Wisdom along with an inheritance is good, and an excellent advantage for those who seek the sun. 12. For wisdom is a protection, even as money is a protection. But the excellent advantage in knowledge is that wisdom shields and preserves the lives of its possessors. 13. Consider the work of God, who can make straight what he has bent. 14. In the day of prosperity be joyful, but in the day of adversity consider that God has made the one as well as the other, so that man will not find out anything that will be after him. 15. I have seen everything during my fleeting days of futility. There is a righteous man who perishes in spite of his righteousness, and there is a wicked man who lives a long life in spite of his wickedness. 16. Do not be excessively righteous, like those given to self-conceit. And do not be overly wise, pretentious. Why should you bring yourself to ruin? 17. Do not be excessively or willfully wicked, and do not be a fool. Why should you die before your time? 18. It is good that you take hold of one thing, righteousness, and also not let go of the other, wisdom. For the one who fears and worships God with awe-filled reverence will come forth with both of them. 19. Wisdom strengthens the wise man more than 10 rulers who are in a city. Check out Psalms chapter 127, verse 1, and 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 15, verse 20. Indeed, there is not a righteous man on earth who always does good and who never sins. Check out Isaiah chapter 53, verse 6, and Romans chapter 3, verse 21. Also, do not take seriously everything that is said, so that you will not hear your servant be cursing you. 22. For you also know that you too have cursed others many times. 23. I have tested all this with wisdom, I said. I will be wise, independently of God, but true wisdom was far from me. 24. Whatever has been is far off, deeply remote, and exceedingly mysterious. Who can discover it? For it is beyond the grasp of man. Check out Job chapter 28, verses 12 through 28, and 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 9 through 16, verse 25. I turned around and directed my heart to know, to investigate, and to seek skillful and godly wisdom, and the reason for things, and to know that wickedness is folly and that foolishness is madness, leading to stupidity and recklessness. 26. And I discovered that of all irrational sins, none has been so destructive in beguiling one way from God as immoral women, for more bitter than death is the woman whose heart is composed of snares and nuts, and whose hands are chains. Whoever pleases God will escape from her, but the sinner will be taken captive by her evil. 27. Behold, I have discovered this, says the preacher, while adding one thing to another to find an explanation. 28. Which I am still seeking, but have not found. I have found one man among 1,000 who pleases God, but I have not found such a woman among all these, 1,000 in my harem. Check out 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 3, verse 29. Behold, I have found only this as a reason. God made man upright and uncorrupted, but they, both men and women, have sought out many devices for evil.